That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Darnold.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Look at the big fella go.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. In motion right, one of the tight ends. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
There on the stop was Leo Chanel.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Back to throw, Darnold.
And rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
That's complete, left side to Worthy.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get into ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Darnold. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Darnold.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
After the interception, here's Darnold.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
Again, it's Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
The gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Mahomes going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey. 33 yards.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Second down and 3.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Darnold. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the line, 2nd and goal.
Now Darnold.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
13, Chiefs 10. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is first and 10. Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Looking for Gray, and he's got him.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Finding Kelsey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Mahomes will throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Here's Darnold.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Darnold. That's down the field for Jefferson.
It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3.
On the counter, here's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Darnold, his first throw in overtime.
This one brought in by Jefferson. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Running right, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Darnold to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Back to throw, Darnold.
This one swung out here to Jones.
1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Jones running left. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. The play fake, and it's Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly
Travis Kelce. And all the way down to the 10-yard line.
just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's